Antarctica, the coldest, driest, and most isolated continent on Earth. A place of breathtaking beauty and brutal emptiness. The official narrative paints it as a pristine natural laboratory, governed by the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, a pact of peace and scientific cooperation. But this is just the surface story. What if this treaty is not a symbol of peace, but the most comprehensive cover-up in human history? What if beneath the ice lies a secret so profound it would shatter our understanding of the past, the present, and the future? The first clue lies not in the ice, but on ancient parchment. The Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513. It shows the coast of Antarctica with shocking accuracy, but free of its massive ice sheet. How is this possible? The theory of Earth crust displacement, championed by Charles Hapgood, and even capturing the interest of Albert Einstein, suggests the Earth's crust could have shifted, moving Antarctica to the polar region relatively recently. This would mean that a civilization could have mapped it right before the ice consumed everything. This isn't the only such map. Others, like the Orontius Phineas map of 1531, tell the same impossible story. As we peer through satellite eyes, the anomalies become undeniable. Here, and in other locations, we find them. Pyramids, not random peaks, but structures with 4 distinct sides, sharp apexes, and alignments that defy natural explanation. Geologists rush to call them nunataks, or natural rock peaks. But the symmetry is too perfect, and the biggest secrets may lie beneath. Deep below the ice lies Lake Vostok, a subglacial lake isolated from the world for over 400,000 years. A massive magnetic anomaly has been detected emanating from its depths. What is causing it? An unusual mineral deposit? Or the energy signature of a submerged, ancient technology? The human mystery is just as deep. In 1946, Admiral Richard E. Byrd led Operation Highjump, an enormous U.S. naval fleet to Antarctica. The official story, training exercises. The reality, a full-scale military invasion. But who were they fighting? In his alleged suppressed private diary, Admiral Byrd wrote of an enemy that could fly from pole to pole at incredible speeds. He described saucer-shaped craft that emerge from the water and engage his forces with devastating effect. The expedition, planned for 8 months, was cut short after just 8 weeks with significant, unexplained losses. Were they repelled by the remnants of a secret Nazi base known as Neuschwabenland or Base 211, a base that had supposedly reverse-engineered alien technology? For decades, these were just stories. But in 1997, science itself recorded something impossible. A sound, a powerful, ultra-low-frequency sound, detected by underwater microphones thousands of miles apart. They called it the Bloop. It was louder than any known animal, including the blue whale. The official explanation eventually settled on a massive icequake. But to many, the sound was distinctly organic. Was it the call of a colossal, unknown creature living in the depths? Or was it the sound of a submerged engine? The hum of a USO, an unidentified submerged object powering up its systems in the dark abyss? This leads to the most mind-bending theory of all, the Hollow Earth. Ancient myths worldwide, from the Greek Hades to the Buddhist Agartha, speak of a world within our world. What if Antarctica is the seal upon a massive polar opening, a gateway to this inner realm? A lush, vibrant world lit by an inner sun, home to lost species and an advanced civilization of guardians. This could explain everything. The USOs are their vehicles, the pyramids are their energy beacons, and the Antarctic Treaty is an agreement with these guardians, a pact to keep troublesome surface dwellers out. If this sounds too fantastic, consider the strange pilgrimages of the powerful. In 2016, Buzz Aldrin, the second man on the moon, was evacuated from Antarctica for medical reasons. Shortly after, a cryptic tweet allegedly appeared on his account. "We are all in danger." It is evil itself, accompanied by a photo of one of the Antarctic pyramids. The tweet was quickly deleted, dismissed as a hack. But why was an 86-year-old Aldrin there in the first place? In the same year, Patriarch Kirill, head of the Russian Orthodox Church, made a bizarre trip to Antarctica to pray with the penguins. Why would such powerful figures, one from science and one from faith, travel to the most inaccessible place on Earth? Were they tourists, or were they there to witness something, or to commune with someone? And that brings us to 2025. Why is this year so significant? Some analysts point to a new Cold War heating up on the ice. As the polar caps melt at an accelerating rate, Russia, China, and the US are no longer just exploring. They are in a covert race to claim territory and retrieve the ancient technology being uncovered. 2025 is seen as a flashpoint, a year where this secret race could become public. Others whisper of a different timeline. A 75-year secrecy pact, signed after Operation Highjump, is set to expire. What has been hidden is about to be revealed, whether by melting ice or by geopolitical design. The official narrative is becoming unsustainable. From ice-free maps and unnatural pyramids, from secret wars to alien craft, from a world within our world to the strange visits of the powerful. Antarctica is not a continent of emptiness. It is a continent of questions. It is a lock, and we have only just begun to realize we don't have the key. What do you believe is the biggest secret Antarctica is hiding? Tell us your theory in the comments below. And if you believe that history is far stranger than we're told, subscribe and join us on our next journey into the unknown.